Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Mike Ford makes his big league debut right after this. Domingo Germán will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Isaac Paredes.
Leading off
He'll
tonight
get us
for
started
Detroit,
in this one under the lights.
Baseman, Isaac Paredes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well. You're confident. You go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
First pitch on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Sent on the ground out to second, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Now Cabrera swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's C.J. Cron now as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. Tigers nothing. Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Casey Mize, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, it's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's Jonathan Schoop now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Schoop brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Low for ball 1. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Line towards center field. Hicks patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Next for the Tigers, Jorge Bonifacio. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting it.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him. In now, Jake Rogers. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready with the 0-1. There's the ball low. He misses with a changeup.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a sinker that catches the zone. No score here as we play inning number 2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jake Rogers goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. I might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit as he lifts it in the air to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So stepping in, Clint Frazier set to lead off the home half of the second.
Clint Frazier.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Goodness, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jones is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, Brett Gardner.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. First offering on its way. Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And he chased it in the dirt. Rogers goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Isaac Paradis. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
1 gone now for the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Miguel.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The throw to third, and he is in there.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
The 0-1 delivery. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in, Jonathan Schoop. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Mike Ford. And while not really viewed as a big-time prospect coming out of the draft, he's had to prove himself at every step of the way to get to this point. His first big league at-bat.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about in my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Ford has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And that'll be the second out.
Catcher, Gary.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go one. Up next steps Kristen Stewart.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Swung on, missed. 2-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
2-2. Ripped down the first base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gardner is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Striding in, Jake Rogers comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Rogers, a native Texan. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Torres. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
The pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Now a ball lined to the left side. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Rogers. The throw is in time, just ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Jacoby.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Jones.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Stays alive. Still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. The 1-1. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Speared on the dive. Hats off to that one. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Into the box, Clint Frazier. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Got him to go down swinging there. Clint Frazier is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Cron. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reyes has it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Schoop. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still no score. At the plate, Mike Ford.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman.
Now here's the pitch.
Mike Ford.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mike Ford has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Sanchez.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Torres. He went down on strikes last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. Throw won't get him. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far. So any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes. He swings and lines it to left, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier. Guess he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Standing in, Kristen Stewart. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Gardner is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Jorge Bonifacio. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Tommy Kingley is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tommy Kingley.
Here comes the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Rogers.
So coming to the plate, Jake Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The designated hitter, Miguel.
Smoked on the ground left side. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Zach Godley comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 52, Zach Godley.
Standing in, Brett Gardner. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Andujar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Digging in now, Mike Ford. He picked up his first career hit in his last AB.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Yanks held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-0.
Leading off for Detroit, the center fielder.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Adam Ottavino will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
No
Now
mistake
batting.
what he was sitting
The
on.
third baseman.
Fastball, middle of the
Nice
plate,
hit.
kept his hands
There it
back,
is.
stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Isaac Paredes. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Frazier moves over. One away.
Now
Well, it's
batting.
been a game of starting
shortstop.
pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Now batting, Jordy Mercer is looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Line hard to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra
The
base
batter.
hit off the bat,
The first
but a
baseman.
terrific diving catch in left center field.
Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3. Tigers lead 1. They're down 2-0. Ready now, Gio Urshela. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate
For
thus
the
far.
Yankees, the third baseman, Gio
First
Urshela.
offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker.
Now
He just
batting,
happens to
catcher,
hook that one right into
Gary.
left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out
Sanchez.
right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. To second for 1. To Cabrera to complete the double play.
That's one of the
Now
hardest double plays to
That's
turn right there
shortstop.
because of the
Laser.
difficult throw the first baseman has to make.
Torres.
No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Torres. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Down in order go the Yankees, but they're on top 2-0. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3.
fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night, as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary team fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show. Your attention, please.
So with the save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with one swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Standing in now, Jonathan Scope, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Chapman, nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons. He's in year one of a new 3-year deal.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Crone leads off second with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Frazier. And that's the first out of the inning. Runner at second, 1 away, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
3-0 to him now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-1 the count now.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
1 out and a runner on second base. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
From the stretch, and a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Aroldis Chapman, they call him the Cuban Missile. Well, he needs to start firing some bullets right here. He's in trouble, but I wouldn't bet against him getting out of this mess.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in, Jake Rogers, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Throw to first is in time, and the Yankees win it. The Yankees win.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Domingo Germán earns his first win of the season. Casey Mize takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.